Hey everyone, how's it going today? I am working on making our dinner. I'm actually making burrito bowls. So right now you can kind of hear it sizzling. I have, whoops, sorry, my phone's about to tip. There we go. So I have my ground in the fry pan and stuffing them. Guys, had this thing a little too far forward. There. I'm going to use the mix and chop to break it up. And for the mix and chop, you just go down and you twist. So I also use this whenever I do like chicken breasts in the slow cooker. I will use it to break those apart. Works really well. We also have the new mix and chop spatula, which will allow you to scoop and drain. So, okay, and as you saw, I did let the bottom side cook a little bit. That works best to let it start browning before you start chopping it. All right, and then I always tap to get some of the raw ground out of the little pinwheel. This works great for doing your vent hole for an apple pie too. That's what I actually use on my top crust of my apple pie. So I have the rice cooked, and so while that is browning, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the smooth edge can opener to open the can of chilies. And I just got mild because my youngest and I, we like spicy, but not as spicy as my husband likes. So to use this can kind of be tricky because I've had several customers that have gotten it and they've opened their cans and didn't think that they were opened. So whether you're right or left-handed, give it about a quarter turn until you feel it latch. Then you can pick the can up with it. And then you can go around and you will hear a click. There, I just felt it. So for this can, it wasn't really hearing, it was more feeling. All right, and I always go around a little extra just to be sure that you've cut the glue, because that's all you're doing is you're cutting the glue that has the lid stuck to the can. And so then to release it, just a quarter turn backwards. Now, this is where a lot of people don't think that they've opened their can. You can't easily pull it off. You can actually turn the can upside down and shake it, and the lid doesn't come off. So you have this little bird's beak here, and you have this little button. That little button controls the bird's beak. So you put the bird's beak on the edge of the can, and you pull upward. All right, so I am actually going to drain these. Pardon me for stepping away a moment. And I'm just going to use my can drainer and that to drain them. So I'm actually able to turn them out into the drainer. All right, so let's go back and check on the ground. Just beat it down a little bit more to break it up and crumble it. So this is great for like your chili mac, your sloppy joes, your chili meat. If you prefer grind to a chunk style meat, my husband prefers chunk in his chili. I like ground, so he appeases me and we use ground, so that way I will eat it. And that, to me, the big chunks, that's for stew. That's not for chili. Chili has always been a, crumbled ground for me, unless it's chicken. If it's a white chili, then yes, the chicken is in pieces. All right, so this is cooking through. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add in the chilies. So I love our scraper set. Just kind of stir those through. Whoops. As I put some of the grind onto the stove. It's because of the type of pot I'm using. You know, the other 10-inch pan I would use is actually over at my house in England. So I am working with what we left here. All right, so those are in there. I'm going to add the chipotle seasoning. I use the cap. Capful is roughly a tablespoon, give or take, but to me, you can never have too much seasoning. I'm just going to stir that, get it kind of mixed in there. And I mean, if you like a stronger flavor, spicier, that you could use the hot chilies, or you can use more chipotle. All right, so let that simmer a little bit. Now, let me show you what I've already made. Turn you around here. So I already have our rice cooked, and I put a little bit of cilantro and lime juice in there. Then I have our smoky salsa, fresh made. And that, I use the small batter bowl. And this also has the chipotle rub in it. And then a avocado crema. You can use sour cream or Greek yogurt. I use sour cream. And it's an avocado, some cilantro, lime juice, salt. And I think that's it. Yep. Avocado, sour cream or yogurt, fresh cilantro, lime juice, and salt. And then you just use the manual food processor to make it and stuff. Then you can take the blade out. A lid comes with this, so you could actually put the lid on it. You can make this ahead, you know, the morning of or the day before. Put it in the fridge, have the flavors well blended. Same thing with this. You can make it in your small batter bowl. And that, put your lid on, put it in the fridge, have the flavors well blended. And that, this does have the red onion, your normal salsa ingredients. The plum tomatoes, red onion, cilantro, lime juice, and chipotle rub. Chipotle rub is the only thing that's a little different. And that, you could put a little salt in if you wanted, but with the chipotle rub, that does have some salt in it. So I probably would not add any more until you taste it. And so then we will also, I'll serve it with some of the tortilla strips and some grated cheese, some, oh God, there's so many things that you could use to top these. I mean, you could have jalapenos, sliced green onion, cilantro, Monterey cheese or Mexi cheese, and that lettuce. And that you could actually, if you didn't want it in a bowl, you could turn it into a wrap, you know, like a fajita type wrap. And this is actually looking nice. So that is done. And then I'm going to call my daughter down, and we're going to put our bowls together, and we're going to have our dinner. So if you would like this recipe, send me a message or send Karen a message and stuff, and we will get it to you. Okay? Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.